Hello! So I'm going to be giving you guys 10 tips to go from a noob to a pro in Echo. So if you just started playing, or if you have been playing for a while and you're more advanced, this video should help you. Number 1. A lot of new players I see, they're used to playing like Frisbee in real life or whatever, and they go into Echo and they start throwing the disc like a Frisbee, but it is not at all a Frisbee. And most people don't realize that. So if you throw it like a Frisbee, it will go very slow and it will not go where you want it to. So do not do that. Number 2, grab geos and try not to float. A lot of people always just float around and they're not usually anchored on a geo. I struggle with this sometimes where I'm just in the air using my thrusters, which the thrusters are good, but they should not be your main source of movement. Your main source of movement should be geos. You should always be grabbing something when you can. Number 3, learn how to regrab. Regrabbing is extremely important. If you don't know what it is, basically, I'm sure all of you know that if you pull off somebody, you'll gain speed and you'll go faster than you normally can. So what you can do in Echo is if you pull off somebody, they can then pull back off you, and then you pull back off them, and it goes over and over and over, and you can go like basically infinite speeds until you hit a wall, obviously. Um, and I will be linking a video that I made on how to regrab. It's an old video, it's not the best, but it should be on the top right of your screen right now. Number 4, learn what geos are called and learn callouts, otherwise known as comms, for Echo. In all games, there's comms and callouts, but in Echo especially, it's just extremely important because knowing where people are around the map can really help your teammates make a good decision on what to do with the disc. So I'll also be linking a video for what all the geos are called and different kinds of comms. But basically, you want to learn what all of them are called and be able to call out where you are on them and who the person with the disc should pass to. And you want to be calling out if the person with the disc is red, yellow, or green. So that's basically what people in Echo use as whether you're pressured or not, that kind of call out. So if you're extremely pressured, you say red. If they're open and they have enough time, you say green. And if they're gonna be red soon, you say yellow, just like traffic lights. Number 5, mess with your throwing settings. If you go into your settings page by holding the menu button and pressing settings, and then you press the left arrow, like I think 5 times, it'll bring you to your throwing settings. And your throwing settings are extremely important. If you have your throwing type as off, you should definitely change that to either latest sensor data or called something that starts with a P. But you should not have it as off because that's just bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's just bad. But besides that, just mess with your throwing settings. I would recommend to copy a good player, and then from there you change it to how you like it, because you shouldn't just copy somebody and stick with it, but it is a good like base. Number 6, you should learn all the different types of throwing. That means sidearm, overhand, diagonal, underhand. You should learn them all, even if you hate doing them. I personally know them all, and I don't use underhand like almost ever, but the other ones I all have use for. I use overhand and sidearm in different situations, and they both help me. So learning all the different types of throwing can just really change the game. Number 7. If you're playing just to have fun, which a lot of people are because, the game is fun, then, just play, do whatever you want. But if you're really playing to get better, then when you go into a pub, you should focus on a particular thing. So you could focus on juking, shooting, passing, comms, regrabbing, not floating. But whatever you're trying to focus on, you should just be thinking about that the whole time. If you're thinking about juking and you're trying to get better at juking, honestly, you could just be a ball hog and practice juking. Is it the way to win pubs? No. Is it the way to make people like you? No. But you will get better at juking just by, practicing it. If you're trying to get better at passing, pass. Shooting, shoot. You know. If you're trying to win pubs, then don't do this. But if you want to get better, then you should. Number 8, there's a lot of trash and annoying, bad, stupid players. But you know, if you get tilted, you end up becoming one of those, and then you don't want to play the game anymore. You'll play worse, and you won't have fun. So try not to get tilted, and if people are being annoying, mute them. And if you have terrible players on your team, doesn't matter. Forget about it. And if people are getting really annoying, you could just leave the game, because you don't really get any punishments for leaving. And a lot of other games at least, you get like banned or suspended or something if you leave a game. But in Echo, nothing really happens. So it's fine to leave. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. Number 9, just play the game. You know, when you look at new players, you can really tell, like, by how they move around the arena, that they're not experienced. And a lot of experienced players will probably agree with me on this. It's just really easy to tell when someone has not been playing for a long time, because it's just the way they move. But when you play more, you get more comfortable with the game, and it can really just help you improve on all the other things. Number 10, if you're serious about the game, you should really think about joining a team. So teams are in an organization called VRML, which is basically where like the pro scene is in Echo. It has nothing to do with like money, so everyone can get in. Like, it doesn't matter if you're good. You could have just started. I wouldn't recommend going if you just started, but there's different level teams, and you can get on a team no matter what your skill level is. You know, obviously if you're better, you'll be on a better team, and if you're worse, you'll be on a worse team. But you can be on a team. And being on a team is by far the best way to improve, because you get to play with other players that are probably better than you, and you know, you teach each other. So it's definitely the best way to improve. And if you're not that serious and don't want to be in a team, then I just recommend playing with somebody or a couple of people that, you know, in a pub, that just you'll help each other and you'll actually play the game. If you're serious about getting better, then you shouldn't. Well, you can solo queue. You should always play the game, but solo queuing isn't the best way to get better. Definitely, if you queue with somebody else, you'll notice that you improve faster, just because, you know, you play better together and you can play off each other instead of just playing with people that you don't know and are probably not going to be the best. Hope that helped you guys, any new players. And if you want to hear more tips, just let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and have a happy 2022. Some sort of window to your right. She goes left and you stay right. Swing the lines, flame. You begin to wonder why you came with